Assalamu alaikum and welcome. You're watching Real English News along with your host Sharif Ikram Yamani. Let's have a look on today's top headlines. Revant poster creates stir at NTR Trust Bhavan. SC sets the December 15 deadline for GHMC polls. Farmer stages dharna against land pooling in Krishna district. Outer Ring Road kills an Infosys employee. Nepal on war footing as a quarter of population hit by earthquake. And 8 groups warn of a deteriorating situation in Yemen. Poster demanding the party, that is MLAA Revant Raji, be made the Telangana TDP president, creating quite a stir at the party headquarters, NTR Trust Bhavan here on Monday said. The posters allegedly put up by some Telugu youth activists were immediately removed by NTR Trust Bhavan managers. The poster further advised party chief N. Chandrababu Naidu to elevate Revant at the party's annual conclave, that is Mahanadu. The TDP is currently headed by L. Raman and the party's legislative party is headed by Irabali Dayakar Rao. There are Dayakar are also strained. The posters cropped up just days after Naidu had successful toured Mehboob district. Revant home turned Revant were meanwhile condemned the posters and clarified he had no such aspirations. I am happy and comfortable working under IM as the leadership of Ramana and Dayakar Rao. Such posters will not go down well with the party's cadre, he said, and asked party activists to resort to such damaging acts. Election to the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation, that is GHMC, should be held by December 15 this year. The High Court directed the Telangana government on Monday. The state was told to complete all pre-poll arrangements such as elimination of wards by October 31st, after which the State Election Commission would begin at 45 days time to complete the entire election process. A branch of comprising Chief Justice, that is Kalyan Jyoti Sengputa, and Justice Sanjay Kumar saved this direction while hearing a public interest petition led by Padma, that is Reddy of Center for Good Governance, who challenged the delay in conducting the election despite the expiry of the tenure of the elected council few months ago. The TRS regime has been citing the citizen on availability of IAS officer due to delayed cadre allocation, etc. are the reason for inability to hold elections. When the matter came up for hearing on Monday, Telangana advocate, that is General K. Ramakrishna Reddy, sought 8 months time to complete the delimitation of wards and fixing BSc reservations in accordance with the 2011 census in the all 200 wards. The strength of the wards too has gone up for 150 to 200 now in a view of the delimitation exercise, he says. Farmers of Chivatkula village of Kanchikurla Mandal in Krishna district have staged a dharna against Andhra Pradesh government for forcefully grabbing their land of the sake of Krishna river beautification. The farmers are protesting that their lands are being grabbed and will share among the TDP leaders and are saying that they will not save that and they will not gonna give the lands and allow this to happen till they are alive. Few CMP leaders are giving them support.
రాజధాని మాత్రం అర్థాలు కావాలా వడ్డే సోమరాజు మంచి సీనియర్ ఇంజనీరేగా ఆయన ఏం చెప్పాడు 190 ఎకరాలు అయితే సరిపోద్ది అన్నాడు రాజధాని 32 ఏళ్ళ ఎకరం తీసుకున్నారు ఇదంతా రాజధాని కట్టడానికా నాయకులు తలా 500 తలా 400 పంచుకోవడానికి అండి దీని గురించి ఆలోచన లేదు ఇక్కడ జరిగేది కూడా అదే ఇక్కడ మనీ కృష్ణా జిల్లాలో పెట్టినా అంతా మాత్రం పరిశ్రమలు కాదు ఓటర్లు కాదండి తలా కట్టి పంచుకోవడానికి మేము.
The lack of speed control mechanism and safety measures were more than responsible for a series of accidents happening on Outer Ring Road in Hyderabad. Hyderabad named Nazia Sultana has lost her life on the same Outer Ring Road a couple of hours back today. Nazia was her way to Shamshabad airport in an office-provided cab of Infosys and has met with a fatal accident when her car crashed into a lorry that was tracked on the expressway. She has taken her last breath on the spot, and the driver of Balaraju is currently fighting for his life at a private hospital. The accident took place in the early hours of Tuesday, and the location was said to be near Himayat Sagar in Rajendra Nagar. The news comes as a shocker to many of her colleagues, friends and family. Cyberabad traffic police are investigating the case. Nepal is on a war footing at its try to help survivors followed Saturday's earthquake. Its Prime Minister says that is Sushil Koirala said the government was doing all it could be but was overwhelmed. The UN has estimated that 8 million people have been affected and more than a quarter of the population. Foreign aid is arriving but being hampered by congestion at Kathmandu Seoul airport. Officials say the death toll from the 7.8 magnitude quake has been passed to 5,000 but could reach 10,000. The government is doing all it can for rescue and relief on a war footing. It is a difficult hour for Nepal. Mr. Koirala and Reuters news agency, he also said that admitted that the lack of equipment and experts personnel mean the appeal for rescues coming is from everywhere in many cases could not be met. More than 10,000 people are known to have been injured when the quake hit and numerous powerful aftershocks which have sent people fleeing from their homes to camp on open ground. 500,000 people have to be displaced according to Nepal's Home Ministry. Water, food and electricity are in a short supply and there are fears of a situation of epidemics and outbreaks of diseases. The humanitarian situation in Yemen is deteriorating, whereas relief of officials says an amid continued clash and air raids are targeting Houthi fighters. Weapon deports used by Houthis in the capital of Sana'a were among the house of a senior leader of the group. A source said to the news agency in the southern city of Iran and central of Taiz, forces loyal to the exiled president, that is Abu Rabu Mansour Hadi, were engaged in a heavy street battles to gain control of strategic position. A week ago, the coalition said it was ending its nearly 5-week-old bombing campaign against and except in the places where two Houthis were advancing to allow access for food and medicine, but hope for a pause in fighting has since faded and vital aid is reportedly being held by an Arabian Peninsula nation. Houthis were stopping convoys of lorries reaching Aden and arms of blockage by coalition navies. Searching ships for weapons was holding up for food deliveries by the Suez, according to a news agency. It was very difficult enough before, and now there are just words for how bad it's gotten. Marie-Claire Spiegel, International Committee of the Red Cross spokesperson, says where it is a catastrophe as a humanitarian task force. Izzatuddin Azman, a Yemen human rights minister, that is echoed her remark. The work and its results have turned Yemen back 100 years due to the destruction of instructions and infrastructures, especially in the province of Aden, Dalia and Taiz. He said in the Saudi capital Riyadh, the telecommunication within the Yemen with the outside world could be cut within days and due to a shortage of fuel. State-run news agency, that is Sabah, quoted the director of telecommunications as saying, fuel shortage were also preventing traders from moving food to market. The United Nations World Food Programme said fuel prices were as much of $10 per liter and they were only enough to keep hospitals running for more week and to prolong life-saving humanitarian operation for 2 weeks. UN humanitarian agency, that is OCHA, said a commercial oil tankers has been waiting outside Yemen waters set April 21st for clearance to the dock. The United said Hadi fight nearby, that is neighboring Saudi Arabia, was when the Houthis closed in an Aden last month, and the port side has been seen fighting ever since. Let's have a look on today's sports news. Mominul Haq leads Bangladesh. Good start in first test against Pakistan. Mominul Haq scored 80 as Bangladesh made an impressive start in the first test against Pakistan here on Tuesday. Reaching against Pakistan here on Tuesday to 236 4-4 by stumps on the opening day. Arsenal will not copy Chaliza style, says striker, that is Oliver Grant. English football club Arsenal striker Oliver Grant on Tuesday insisted that his team will not change their style despite being 10 points behind league leader Chaliza, who are closing into a Premier League title. Divji Korande advanced, Prashant exits an event. Indian qualifier Divij Sharma saved a match point against local wildcard Wei Kuang Zihang in a 3-set contest with wildcard Ande Singh, that is outside 8th seed Davidpur stands to move the single second round of the China International 2015 here on Tuesday. Liverpool player that is Daniel Sturridge may miss rest of season. Liverpool, that is football captain and England football bowler Daniel Sturridge, may not be able to play against the season, his club manager, that is Brendan Rodgers, has said. The 25-year-old footballer has been forced out of action by hip and thigh injuries and has not featured since 8th April. Lionel Messi is godlike, says former German footballer, that is Franz Beckner. He says he is like godlike and believes the Spanish team's hope of success this season rests on his shoulder. Let's have a look on today's stock market. Sensex for today stand with 27,396.38 with 0.81%, whereas Nifty for today stand with 8,285.60 with 0.87% as decline. Let's have a look on today's gold and silver rates. According to Malabar Gold, today's gold and silver rates are as follows. For 22 carats of gold for 10 grams, rupees 25,890, whereas 24 carats of gold for 10 grams, rupees 27,380. Silver rates for today for 10 grams, rupees 400. Let's have a look on today's weather forecast of 5 regions of Telangana state. Hyderabad minimum temperature 26 degrees Celsius and maximum 39 degrees Celsius. Warangal minimum temperature 26 degrees Celsius and maximum 38 degrees Celsius. Mahbubnagar minimum temperature 26 degrees Celsius and maximum 37 degrees Celsius. Nizamabad minimum temperature 27 degrees Celsius and maximum 39 degrees Celsius. And today's minimum temperature of Medak district stand with 26 degrees Celsius and maximum 38 degrees Celsius. Headlines once again. Revant poster creates stir at NTR Trust Bhavan. SC sets the December 15 deadline for GHMC polls. Farmer staged dharna against land pooling in Krishna district. Outer Ring Road kills an Infosys employee. Nepal on war footing as a quarter of population hit by earthquake. And 8 groups warn of a deteriorating situation in Yemen. That's all the newscast for today. Keep watching Real Issues. And this is your host Ikram Yamani. Sign off for the day. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.